Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as well as my returning comics. Welcome back to another commentary by yours truly. And as always, we start with a little update before the video starts, so if you guys want to kind of skip that, for those of you who don't really give a fuck about this channel, go ahead and click the button right about now. It'll be up on the screen for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Oh! They're gone. They're gone. It's just us, guys. It's just those of you who stayed. Alright, now that we're kind of clearing the dirt a little bit, I can show you guys the way. Most of you guys are like, huh, this is kind of weird. You know, Famous, you said that you were going to come back with a project or something. That's why it was taking you so long. So why are you just coming back now with a commentary? And why have you been posting these gaming videos lately? Well, that project is still underway. I'm still kind of in the works of it. It's taken a lot longer than expected because I've been kind of busy the past couple of weeks with different responsibilities in my life. I don't feel I need to go into detail because I don't feel the need to kind of tell you guys yet. I don't think we've hit that stage yet, guys. Come on. Y'all gotta buy me dinner first before we start telling each other secrets. Regardless, I am doing that, so that will be on the way. Hopefully I can get it done within the next few weeks. If not, I really don't know what to tell you guys. It'll get done for sure though, because it's something I want to do, and I feel like something that needs to be done. And hopefully you guys will learn something from it, because it's kind of educational. But hopefully I can make it funny. I don't know. We'll see. With all that being said, I don't know if I'm going to be, like, how often I'm going to do commentaries. I'm going to try to stick to 2 weeks again. Keep you guys, you know, back at the fence. It's like you guys are like wild rabid dogs and I have to, like, feed you guys a fucking bone every couple weeks. Otherwise, you guys aren't happy. You know, I lost a couple subscribers. As you guys may have noticed, I'm back down to 121 as of right now. And fuck you guys. Fuck those people who left. Fuck you guys. I was just making a commentary for you guys, and you guys fucking left, so fuck you. Yeah, so for those of you who stayed, thank you so much, and pretty much all I have to say, Horizon Zero Dawn, I know I said I was going to record that, you know, with this whole delay of the project that I wanted to do. It's, you know, how am I going to fucking record Horizon Zero Dawn? Like, let's be realistic here. Probably going to record Horizon Zero Dawn eventually, just don't know when. Fallout 4, more Fallout 4 is coming out to you guys. Once I finish Fallout 4, I'm probably going to add in another game, either Soma or Dead Space, or maybe even Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. We'll see about that. But guys, as always, enjoy the video. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the future. Now we're going to start this story by kicking it off with this, I guess, premise that I'm not a bad kid. And now you guys might be like, oh, okay, whatever, Famous. We've seen the stories, come on. I don't like to say I'm a bad kid, but, you know, maybe that's not humble of me. I like to think I'm not a bad kid. I feel I have good intentions when it comes to stuff. So with that being said, now pretty sure on a Wednesday. It was on a Wednesday, and on Wednesdays my school gets out earlier than usual. So I usually get out around 1, I think. So it was like 30-minute, 40-minute classes. So it was kind of chill. It was a little chill day, and I decided that I'm gonna get stoned and go to school. Now, okay, you guys might be like, all right, that's a little much, don't you think? Well, you know, actually, no, I don't think it was a little much, because I really wanted to see how, you know, how the world works when I'm stoned as fuck. Because, you know, I always learn, I guess, the deepest things about myself when I'm really stoned. It's especially on the bad trips. So I kind of wanted to see if I can learn something, and it was funny. I want to see if I can get away with it. Keep in mind, my parents don't condone the use of marijuana, but they're also not gonna stop me. You know what I mean? They know I do it. It's kind of a struggle between my parents and I, because I try to kind of show them the way, if you will. I might sound like a fucking pastor or some shit trying to convert these people. In reality, marijuana is not a bad thing. If you guys just look up shit about marijuana, you'll find like terms, like these big words, right? You'll find these big words for simple shit that like you can just dismiss, easily explained, right? Like, for example, you know, when you get, like, lightheaded sometimes when you're high and stuff, and, like, for those of you who have got stoned, you guys know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who don't, sometimes you get lightheaded, or sometimes you, like, you feel this, like, you feel high, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna feel high, that's why people get high, and blah, blah, blah. And so, what happens is, a lot of doctors, or even just people in general, like to fucking describe these symptoms, right? Quote-unquote symptoms, like it's fucking harming you. And they use these big-ass words in order to make it seem like they know what the fuck they're talking about, when in reality, a lot of it just fucking can be dismissed by explaining it one-on-one. Because not only does... You know what, I'm gonna save this information for later, but Marijuana doesn't kill brain cells. That's a myth. Let's just clear that out of the way. The day before, Wednesday, which was Tuesday, I rolled a pretty, oh my god, guys, I was so proud of this. I rolled a pretty fat fucking, like, blunt. I'm gonna smoke the fuck out of this when I get to, like, before I get to school. I'm gonna smoke it in the morning, and then I'm just gonna enjoy my life for the rest of the day until I get in trouble, which I was expecting to, I just didn't know when. So next day rolls around, Wednesday morning, and I wake up earlier than usual, and, sorry if my voice kind of sounds like I'm sick. I am just a little, but, you know, whatever. I was still chugging along. Anyway, so I got up, I guess, earlier than usual, just kind of like 20 minutes earlier. It wasn't that early, but went down to my balcony, which probably wasn't the smartest move now that I think about it in hindsight. Now, the thing with blunts is it kind of gives you a weird, like, little head high. It's not like smoking out of a pipe, right? Because you're smoking tobacco leaf too, which, by the way, smoking a blunt is not the healthiest thing for you. I'd recommend smoking out of a pipe, or even better, safer, by the way, is a pen. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, so I was smoking this blunt, and I remember as I was sitting there lighting it, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Dominic? What the fuck are you doing? And then my inner voice was like, but weed's not bad. And I was like, huh, you're right. So I kept going, and I was smoking this thing. I was just fucking toking on it, taking these huge ass hits. And I remember it got to about halfway on the blunt. And this blunt was like, if you were to measure it, it'd probably roughly be about like maybe 4 inches in length. Now that's pretty long. Yeah, that's what she said. But that's pretty long for a blunt, I think, or just a regular blunt. Anyways, you know what I mean? Like, why the fuck do I have a 4-inch long blunt? But this thing was fucking packed, like seams busting out, kind of like weed busting out of the seams, and it wasn't hitting me. Like, the only reason I smoked half is because like 1/3 of the way down the blunt, I was like, huh, I'm not really feeling it. I was just feeling a little bit of a high, but it wasn't like, you know, because I can handle my shit, you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, whatever, I'll take a few hits. And when I hit that halfway mark, I like put it out, and I was like, huh, okay, whatever. I guess I'm not gonna feel anything. And I turn around, and I put the blunt back in this little capsule I had, put it in my back pocket, and I turn around, and right when I go to the door, it fucking hits me, dude. It hits me like a brick fucking wall. And I was like, whoa. And I remember looking around, like, just kind of trying to grab my bearings. I was like, holy shit. How the fuck am I gonna go to school right now? Back into the house from the balcony, and my mom is in the kitchen right in front of us, like right in front of the balcony. And she's in the kitchen, and she looks at me, and she's like, did you fucking smoke outside? Like, right away. And I was like, uh-oh. I was like, And she's like, did you smoke outside? Fuck. I was like, yes, I did. Because I thought, you know, fuck it, weed's not bad. I'm gonna keep my position, you know what I mean? Fuck it. The only way to, like, make this normal is if you act like it's normal. Like, if you act like it's okay, I feel. I think that's the only way to change opinion. And she went on this whole spiel about how I disrespected her, and how I don't follow anything, I do whatever the fuck I want, kind of thing, and blah, you know, that all that parent shit, right? And I'm just hearing this bullshit, and this is kind of freaking me out right before I go to school. So this wasn't quite the best high, but I was freaking the fuck out right before I walked in. And my mom said something pretty interesting, actually, which, you know, it kind of stuck with me a little bit. She asked me, she's like, would you go to work stoned? I thought about it, and I was like, actually, yeah, I probably would. Like, I probably would, because I see myself as the owner of my own job, or like owner of my own company, or whatever the fuck, right? Like, I'm gonna be my own boss is what I plan to be. I just remember, like, seeing all these people, you know, like, and kind of putting into perspective, like, that, like, every day these people are fucking funneled into this place, I don't know, just to fucking obey rules and sit there 6 hours a day, mostly not learning shit, because a lot of the classes, a lot of the teachers there actually don't teach shit and just give busy work. It's more of like a you learn on your own kind of thing, which fucking sucks, because why are we even wasting our time here, really? You know, like, what an argument I use too is, what can a teacher teach me that the internet can't? And teachers are like, and you know, there is an argument to that, because teachers can offer more insight and more, I guess, they can offer more help in person, and some people need that, and that's actually, you know, a cool positive reinforcement, but that's just not what school is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of teachers get away with this shit. Again, a whole nother topic before I get on into it. And so I go into school, and I remember I walked into my first period, and you could just fucking, like, see it on people's faces. Like, I walked in, and I looked at my teacher, and he was like, he smiled. But my first period teacher is pretty cool, so he was chill. He's like a stoner surfer kid. It was weird like watching everything happen because all these people like it always feels like I remember when I'm stoned, it always feels like people are staring at me. And I mean, even though I'm not important, you know what I mean? So I don't know why people would be staring at me, but I'm still under this impression that people are. And I remember I was sitting there and I was like putting my head down, kind of like just, relaxing, chilling in the back of the class. And all of a fucking sudden, like I pulled my head up and I looked to the right, and the vice principal is right next to me. And this dude's a fucking fed, guys. Like this dude acts like he's your friend, and then he fucking like he gets the cops on you basically. Like he has fucking rats inside the school. It's insane. Like he finds out shit somehow, and it's weird. Like he offers deals to people in order for them to rat people out. It's insane. Which I mean, I guess is like his job, but is it really? I don't know. He fucks over people a lot. And so he was right next to me, and I was stoned as fuck. I was like, oh my god, and my heart just fucking sank, dude. I remember just looking at him, I was like, oh shit. And I put my head back down and I was just like, oh fuck, I was like, fuck, walk away. And like I look up a little bit and he's like staring at me at the corner of my eye. I can see it, and I'm like just acting like I'm doing my work. And he like suddenly gets up, and I thought he was gonna talk to me, and then he just turns around and walks out. Holy shit. Then first period passes by like fucking nothing, and second period nothing really special happens except my teacher calls me out. And my teacher, like, I talk to a lot of my teachers, try to like pick their brains, try to learn shit from them, which is difficult because a lot of these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but a couple of them do. My period 2 teacher I talk to a lot about a lot of different shit, and she sees my eyes and she's like, burning the midnight oil, eh? And I'm like, yeah. And at the time I didn't know what the fuck that meant. And I put my head back down, and I guess my eyes looked really fucking bad, because I remember I walked into the bathroom after that period, and I was just like, oh my god, my eyes are so fucking bloodshot, it was insane. And they're all baggy too. I just looked so fucking stoned. I was so glazed I looked like a donut. It was funny as fuck. And then I remember third period passed like nothing. Fourth period passed like nothing. People were like making fun of me because I was so stoned. Fifth period passed like fucking nothing. Sixth period, I was at that time, like, I guess my high was kind of just dying off, and my mom gave me so much shit that day. I think I got grounded, but I didn't really listen because I argued the whole time about how dude, I was spitting fucking facts, guys. I was spitting facts left and right, and I convinced my mom that marijuana's not a bad thing. And back to the whole thing where she mentioned when I go to work high. And I thought about it, and I was like, maybe I didn't explain it earlier, I guess good enough, but just before we head out right now, I want to tell you guys that don't go to school just to go to school. Or don't go to school just because your parents make you, you know what I mean? Go there to actually learn some shit. Don't give a fuck about what these teachers are like. Unless they're actually teaching you something, don't give a fuck what these teachers do, regardless, right? Because all this shit's really easy. You just gotta do the work. You know what I mean? The homework's not that hard. Kind of put in some time. And, learn on your own, guys. Honestly, the only really advice I could give to people that don't really know what they want to do in high school, not that I know what I want to do. Like, I have somewhat of a direction, but this was because this took me like a whole year trying to figure out what I wanted to do. But I knew I wanted to help people make money. And we can talk about that later. But point being, guys, don't look at school as something of a chore. You know what I mean? Don't look at your life as things you have to do, right? Because you don't have to do anything. No matter what people tell you, you don't have to do shit. And you might be punished for not doing anything. Like, when I say punished, I mean you might not be making money because you don't have a job, or you might not be, I guess, seen as a capable individual because you might not have these things, or there's certain things, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck the case may be. But guys, realize, as far as we can definitely say, we each have one life. Now, whether you believe in incarnation or reincarnation or even heaven or whatever, or afterlife, as of right now, we know that we can solidly say that each of us have one life, right? So why waste it? You can die, so why not live? And with that, I'll leave you guys. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like and a favorite down below. That'd be much appreciated. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Alright guys, peace.